What do you want me to do if you die? Can I eat your ashes?
Haven't you eaten me enough?
You can find another boyfriend if I die.
If Chai died, what would we do?
Taxidermy.
I have a topic. Or do you want to go your topic?
No, let's go yours. Wow, guys. She licked my coffee cup.
It's okay, it's used. It's okay, Chai likes coffee. She's a coffee girl. That's how you know she's a Vietnamese dog, guys. She drinks your
drank
coffee.
my coffee cup because
She drinks your coffee. So I was...
Hello, welcome back.
Sorry.
For
Hello,
today's
welcome
episode,
back.
Peter has a question for me.
Yes, I was scrolling. I was at the gym and scrolling because that's what I do at the gym. I just scroll. And I came up with a very interesting topic from a video. The question is, would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones?
Oh, shit. Wow.
Would you rather lose all your current memories or never be able to make new ones?
I think...
I found it such a philosophical, thought-provoking question.
Do you want what this reminds me of? A question I wanted to ask you, which is like the question about, it's more life and death. This was the other thing that I was thinking about recently. You know how you said your biggest fear about dying is not being remembered? So remembered, memories, you see the connection? I think I would rather lose all my memories. My saddest part would be I would forget you. That would be the hardest part. But not being able to make new memories, I feel like that's dementia.
Dementia is when you lose your current memories, though. Oh, dementia is kind of both. You lose all memories. Right?
Well, my grandma, she just like remembers past things. She doesn't remember future things, and
But she doesn't remember your mum. She's forgotten your mum.
Well, yeah, I guess you lose all your memories. But I think that's my answer.
Before we go further, my answer is I would rather never make new memories.
Oh, interesting.
So we've chosen different sides of the coin. Do you know? So basically,
you couldn't have paid money for this, guys.
It's a fight. When I first heard this question, the first thing that came to my head was, is it asking, how much you valued or treasured, what is it? Did you have so we're 30 years old. Did you have a good 30 years of your life, the last 30 period, or would you rather wipe it and start anew? That's what it feels like to me. Did you enjoy the last 30 years of your life, or would you rather wipe it and start again? That's what I interpreted the question as.
Oh, I did not interpret the question. Yes, it does. When you asked me that question, what I thought was, what is life about? Life is about new experiences. And in order to have new experiences, you kind of need to be able to create the memories to remember them. Because in many ways, my past memories, let's say the past 30 years of my life, have made me who I am today. And without them, I would not be where I am.
Exactly.
But if you can't make any new memories,
then what's the point of life?
Then what's the point of living? Exactly. There you go.
But my argument is, because the last 30 years have made you who you aren't yourself. You're an entirely different person. You don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I understand that, but we have to ignore that for the point of the discussion. It's not that I won't exist anymore.
But you know what this reminds me of? Have you watched 50 First Dates? 50?
Yes, I have watched that. Isn't the one where they wake up every day and don't remember?
No, the girl has certain amnesia or something where after a certain date,
yes,
she just repeats the day in her head. Some sort of amnesia thing. And then the guy comes and dates her. It's a rom-com. The guy comes and dates her, and it's 50 first dates.
She feels like she's going on a first date with him every single day.
50 times. And it's really sad and touching. I love it. It's one of my favorite rom-coms, actually.
I didn't know you were a romantic.
It's so sad.
But okay,
Interesting. Yeah.
so then about memories being remembered. Why are you afraid that when you die you won't be remembered?
That doesn't relate to the question. It's a different topic.
Doesn't matter. That's what your question reminded me of, so that's why I'm discussing it.
Because to me, so another top. So this is another topic. The topic being, why do I have a fear of not being remembered after I die? And for me, that relates to the impact that you have on the world. Because how I feel it as is, if you do not have an impact on the world in any capacity whatsoever, was there any meaning to your life? For instance, people usually do things because there's an effect that arises out of doing it, right? And I've applied that logic to life itself. You do life because there's an effect that comes out of it. For instance, let's say heating up your food. You heat up your food because you want your food warm. So how I see it of it as, I live through life because I want an effect out of that. One of the effects might be just to enjoy life. If you genuinely enjoy just the process of life itself, like every single day, I'm sure there are some people that just enjoy every day. Like, I love life.
I try to remind myself to enjoy
life
life every day.
I just drink matcha all day.
Sometimes I live, but I don't feel like I'm living. Does that make sense?
Word.
I just thought of that on the spot.
Are you alive or are you living?
Are you simply alive or are you just living? Yeah. So it sounds to me like you have given you need a meaning. You need life to have meaning for yourself. And the meaning that you've given life is that, what did you say? You do things and there's an impact?
Cause and effect.
Cause and effect. There's a cause and effect, and that's what your meaning of life is. And as a result, almost feels like you've drawn a conclusion or a logical conclusion that to have this fear because of the meaning that you've given life. In order for the meaning that you have given to life to make sense, you have to have this fear. Is that accurate?
I think it depends on person to person, because it's not necessarily that I need to have a memorable. I don't remember the conversation when this came up, by the way. So I'm just like trying to guess why I said it. I think it's more of just, it would be nice to be remembered when I die. I think that's the basic principle. It would be nice if there were people who cared about my life and that I have lived when I die. Yes, once I die, I'm not going to have emotions. Well, I'm not religious. I assume that there's no heaven. There might be, and then I might be sad. But I'm assuming that there is nothing after.
Okay, I think I understand more what you mean. You don't mean like be remembered forever, but just to be remembered. Like if you die, I'm like, oh, I miss you.
I think that's a nice sentiment.
Rather than like blip, oh, Peter's gone.
Yeah.
Come on, Chai, let's go. Let's go find a new.
I think that would be sadder.
Let's go find a new house.
I think because I don't know what it's called, but maybe it's like the feeling of insignificance, where if you died and no one cared, you feel, what was the point? Like you would feel so insignificant, right?
So you don't need to be remembered forever, but you want to feel like at least
your life had an impact, or because if your life didn't have an impact on anyone, then what was the purpose? Or on anything, then what was the purpose?
Yeah, true.
In my
that
opinion,
makes sense.
That's how
makes sense.
I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's just what I feel. Happy for you too.
No, that makes sense.
I'm not saying that you need a big impact like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, because depending on your point of view, let's say you serve coffee, a barista, your coffee that you make one day, your iced latte, could be so amazing it made someone genuinely happy for a day. And then butterfly effect, they become a CEO or they are a CEO, you just don't know. And then they make a big change in the world, but that might have been from that one coffee you did. It depends on perspective, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think how yeah, like you can change your perspective for all of these things. It's just depending on person to person. But my definition, what I would like is, if I died right now, would I have people who cared? And that to me is how I don't feel insignificant or that I have meaning in life. That's my thought process.
Actually, we might as well have this chat now. What do you want me to do if you die? I've never asked you this, but I think it's like probably something that's like it's good to talk about.
I would like you to burn me and keep me in a nice pot, or like put me in some sort of like art decor or something.
Oh, you want me to keep your ashes?
Yeah. Oh, and make it like, put it something nice, like some sort of artwork or something, ash artwork.
Oh, do you know why the reason I don't want to keep your ashes? Because I'll be too attached to them. I'll be like overly attached to them.
That's what I would like.
Um,
Because as much as I understand the throwing it in the wind thing, because it's the same either way, blah, blah, it doesn't matter. To me, I think it's more about the sentiment.
Can I eat your ashes?
That's disgusting.
Then you're always
Haven't
with
you
me.
eaten me enough?
Okay, so I'll keep you. I don't want to keep you in like a, what is it, an urn? What do they call the ash thing?
Do something fun, like an artwork or something. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. There's like artwork, there's diamonds.
I'll turn you into a diamond. Can I turn you into a diamond?
You better turn me into like a penis diamond.
Why a penis diamond? Is a diamond too boring for you?
It'd be funny.
Okay, I think we need to discuss further at another day what you want me to turn you into. Because like, if you actually die, I want to do what you want me to do.
If Chai died, well, she will die in 10, 15, whatever years, what would we do? I was thinking of like taxidermy.
She's so cute.
I would not be able to live without her. I cannot.
Taxidermy. I would taxidermy her.
Taxidermy.
Or cremate her and, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, baby.
I'll taxidermy you and cry every single day for like a whole month.
Yeah.
Whenever I think about it, I get teary.
Yeah, I get sad thinking about it as well. What do you want to do with me if I die? Like,
No, what would you like?
I actually don't mind. I think I would want you to burn me as well, but I don't mind. I just don't want to be a burden to you after I'm gone. Does that make sense? So I just want you to be happy. Like if I'm dead, I'm dead.
But how I see of it is, as it is, if I, what do you mean by a burden? Do you think I would like hang on to you forever unwillingly? Do you think I would do anything unwillingly?
No, but you do it willingly. You would do it willingly, and then I think you'd just be really sad for a long period of time.
Yeah, because that's willing. Doesn't that mean
But I don't want you to be sad.
That's the impact that you had on me.
Yes, but I want you to know that I don't want you to be sad. Does that make sense? I know you would be sad, but I wouldn't want you to be sad. So I want you to not be sad knowing that I don't want you to be sad because I'm the dead one and not you.
But being sad is the side effect of how much I love you.
Oh.
I'm getting teary. I'm going to cry. All right?
I guess so. Like, I used to be like, oh, I want to die before you. Then I don't have to live without you. But then now I feel like I would want you to die before me so you don't have to ever live without me and be sad. Does that make sense? That's how much I love you. When I used to love you only a little bit, I was like, I want to die first.
That's true, guys. Well, we're like a year in. We're like, I'm going to die first. I'm not going to be sad. We said like jokingly.
Yeah, but then I think about it. I think I would, yeah.
It would be very sad to not have you.
Yeah, same. That's why I'm like, even though you're really annoying sometimes,
It's like a loving kind of annoying.
you're loving kind of annoying. Yeah.
It's like Chai, when she barks, it's like, oh my God, you're so annoying. But like, if she's gone, we'll be so sad.
Hi, baby. Oh yeah, we'll miss your barks.
Yeah.
Your unnecessary barking. Yeah, I just don't want to be a burden for you when I'm dead.
I think for me, I don't mind it because the burden is what reminds me of how much I actually loved you. Well, because you're dead, that's why it's past tense. But I actually love you because I still love you even if you're dead. Yeah, that's true. You can still love you if they're dead.
Are you gonna find another boyfriend if I die? Like, let's say I died soon, just hypothetically.
Would I find another boyfriend?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. I have too much personality issues. I just
Love your
it's just too much
personality
effort.
issues.
I don't want to deal with another person.
Yeah, would I want to deal with another person?
At this point, I'm just like too tired. I'm like, too tired. One divorce, another dead boyfriend.
I thought you were saying as if you already had a dead husband. I was like, what? You have a dead husband? Yeah. I'd be okay with you finding someone else.
Yeah, I'll be okay with you finding someone else.
I want you to be happy. Like, no, I'm genuinely happy if you found someone else. Because at the end of the day, like, that's the same reason why I'm okay with you dying before I do, because I don't want to see you sad.
Yeah, agreed. Same.
Yeah.
But also, is it like, you know those stories where like the husband, wife, someone dies and then they instantly get with someone in like a month?
Hey guys, if you're enjoying our content, the best way you can support us is by subscribing.
This helps us make better videos for all of you.
Woo!
Does that affect how you see things? Or even if like a couple breaks up and then one of them instantly gets with someone else in like a week?
I think the interesting thing is we as people will have like a judgment to form, but what I've learned more recently is like relationships are so complex. Humans are already complex enough. Now you want to smash two together. There's just stuff that you will never understand from an outside perspective. Like, people can paint whatever picture they want of whatever situation, divorces, breakups, two people being together, but you will never know the full story. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I was going to say, would you be upset if I instantly got with someone in a week? But I think I've realized now that my answer to that is even if you did it, I wouldn't care. Let's say I was in heaven, I was looking down. I wouldn't care and I'd be happy because I think I trust you.
Yes.
To know that you didn't get with someone just because you didn't love me for the past, I don't know,
Oh,
how
he's
many
dead.
years.
Great. Time to find a new boyfriend.
I trust you and know you enough that that's not the case.
Yes. Yeah. I think I would be the same. I would be fine. I think I would actually be happier because I'm like, oh, great, someone else to take care of you. You're like a big baby. Someone needs to take care of you. Yeah. You can take care of yourself, but it's also nice to have someone take care of you.
Do you feel like you're also a big baby?
I'm definitely a big baby. I'm like a big chaotic
Actually,
baby.
aren't all adults just big babies?
Hey, true. Adults are just big babies.
Because even your parents are just living life for the first time.
Wow. You're going to drop your microphone or not? And that is why the microphone is not attached to the actual microphone. What type of funeral do you want?
I think this actually relates back to like even like our wedding celebration. If we have a wedding, it's like how do we want to celebrate it? Because we're not the type to have like a massive. We're not the type to want a massive wedding. So I don't think I'm the type to have a massive funeral. But also, I think I understand the need to have a event where people who actually care can group and share a collective emotion to help them get over it.
Yes, to mourn, yes.
I think
the funeral is actually not for you. It is for the people.
Depending on your perspective.
I don't think, for me, that my funeral would not be for me. It's for the people.
Yes.
I'm dead, guys.
Yeah,
YOLO.
I'm not gonna.
Suckers, heaven has got a buffet, and look at y'all bitches crying there over my dead body.
Yeah. Like if you had a funeral, I mean, let me think. If you died, oh, no, if my parents died, they would definitely have a funeral. Because a funeral is also like an example of, what is it, like a celebration of how much you've affected people's lives. That
Celebration,
they've
yes.
chosen to go and mourn you. There are actually cultures where they celebrate on a festival and
don't
they do
want-
parties and
I don't
drink.
want people crying at my funeral.
Yeah, I think if possible, I'd rather have a celebration because I want them to celebrate the life I've lived rather than the life I've
But
left.
I'm gonna cry anyway if at your funeral. Even though I'll try to be happy, I'll be like crying at your funeral. Because you're gonna die before me. Have you accepted that it's okay for you to die before me now? Because I think
No,
no. Oh, you want me to die before you?
because you're going to be really sad.
That would be really sad. But you'll be
I think
really
I can
sad
get
as
over
well.
it more than you can.
No, I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so.
I think I can live by myself. I don't think you can live by yourself.
I don't think actually I can live by myself. I think I'd become like a dog, a dog widow.
You'd be
What's a dog widow?
A cat, what a cat, like crazy cat lady.
Yeah, I'll have like 5 dogs. What were we saying? Side tangent, have you spoken to your parents about what they want? Like this conversation. I think my brother and I have spoken to our parents. They want to be cremated. I think mum
Interesting.
said she wants her ashes spread somewhere.
Actually, I haven't asked them. Let's ask them at dinner.
That's a good question. We'll ask them.
We'll ask them at dinner.
Yeah. It's like stuff that you never really spend time to think about and you often don't.
But because they're Vietnamese, there's like a certain culture where it's like the whole like procession and all that stuff, which
Oh,
is just
man.
cultural. But I guess I should ask them.
I think for me, I've had to do that. Maybe that influences my perception on funerals as well. I've had to do that for a few relatives and I found it so extremely tiring. But you do it because out of respect, and I think that's what they wanted. So you show up, right? Like in their memory, out of respect for them. But I don't want to impose that burden on anyone. I feel like it's too much. Like financially and time-wise and just like emotionally, I don't want to impose a burden on people once I'm dead.
But that's why you set aside money, right? Like this is some people or more people should set aside a fund where it's like, okay, there's my 30K that goes to my funeral out of my will. But I understand that not everyone has the ability or financial capacity to do that.
So see, for me, once I'm dead, I'm like, I don't want you to spend an extra $1. Like literally dispose of me in the cheapest way possible. Do not buy the luxury XXL golden, what is it, coffin for me. It's literally useless to me. I'd rather like you take that money and like go buy something nice for yourself.
I think this is where you put it in your will, where it's like
This is like, this is kind of my will. This is the only living record of it at the moment. Which, do not buy or spend a lot of money on a funeral.
But also once you reach a certain age, which is not actually that old, like 40, 50, you should probably write a will.
Yeah.
Just back up.
Yeah.
But I would set aside a certain amount of money and make it be optional. Just being like, just use it for my cremation, or if you need to throw a party, make sure it's a happy one. You better put the funny videos in.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. There's this guy I saw again on the internet, a reel recently, where he he pre-recorded like, "Hey guys, I'm in my coffin, let me out," that he got someone to play when he was before he got buried, just as a joke.
Like cancer patient or something?
No, not a cancer
Oh,
patient.
how old is he?
He's quite old, but I think he knew he was gonna die.
That's
But
so
he's like
funny.
a very
I love that sense
it's
of
like
humor.
yeah, a funny type of humor person. I think that's what I would rather than like a sad funeral.
So back to the original topic. I have no idea where we went, guys. That tangent.
Sorry, the last random thought before you jump back to the original topic is make sure you let Chai see my body if she's still around. I feel like she needs to know that like I'm gone.
I'm sure she'll be there.
But like I don't know what happens like if you die in a foreign country, blah blah blah. It's complicated. But also I don't think Chai would really, so long as she's She also doesn't need. Maybe don't let her see my body. Actually, I feel like she just thinks I'm gone for a long trip. I think that would be better.
That makes me sad.
Why?
I don't want to imagine you dying as you're going away on a long trip.
Yeah, I'll see you in heaven.
I want to see you now.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't let your imagination take control. Okay? I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay?
Okay. Anyway, back to the original topic of would you rather. I think I chose the answer of never making new memories because I feel like without my previous memories, I'm not who I am now. And my biggest fear is losing my sense of self. Like, my biggest fear is actually dementia, Alzheimer's.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Like,
sorry.
that's my
That's another
biggest
thing
fear.
that I wanted to speak about actually. What happens as we get older if one of us gets Alzheimer's? What?
It's a choppy topic, guys.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But this is like literally this is like life planning.
Yes, I would actually like baby you for as much as I can, even though
No.
I know you would say do not do it.
No, I want you to put
would,
me in a nursing home.
I would do it for as long as possible until I feel like I can't do it anymore. And then I would probably try to euthanasia you if that's what you want.
Yeah, I want to be. I
Yeah,
think you
'cause
can
I
tell
feel
with
like
my
that's what
whole
you would
funeral
want.
thing. I want to be as least like little of a burden for you as possible.
But I would like try for a long time. Maybe like a year after you've completely forgotten me, a year after the last sign that you don't remember me, I would be like, okay, I think because I would keep you until maybe it's selfish, I would keep you until I've moved on, processed,
Okay.
and then I'll be like, okay, let's go to, I don't know, Denmark, Norway, wherever euthanasia is allowed.
I would have signed the papers a long time ago.
Whether it's allowed and then do it there. But I would wait until I've finished everything. I've like fully processed what's going to happen.
I feel like it's not going to be that straightforward though, and I don't know what the process is for euthanasia for people with dementia, especially because like what I don't want to happen is like when you're ready, then I'm like, oh my god, where are you taking me? Why are you taking me to this place? And I'm like freaking the hell out because I'm like,
That's true.
I've lost my marbles. Does that make sense? Yeah, I just don't want to be a burden.
But also, I'm like, it's gonna take. Even if I were like, let's say I was gonna kill you, that would like take me even longer to process.
Why? They're killing me or what?
Yeah, like I don't know. Let's go on a boat and then like I'll push you off or something like that. Will be like,
bro, there's a better way. I don't want to die like that. Find a better way. You need to start researching murder better. What would you want me to do if you got dementia? Also, I think that's probably a bigger fear than me dying is me getting dementia.
Drowning.
No.
Drowning.
Guys,
I fucked up.
A bigger fear than me just dying and you like being sad is me having dementia. And I think because I've cared for my grandma before and I have seen my family go through it and I know how mentally taxing it is. So the one thing that I think I'm going to continue to do is just to stay mentally active as much as possible, especially as I get older, because I'm really scared of having dementia, not for my sake, but for your sake. I don't want you to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do if you have dementia?
I think everything that I said I would do to you is like get rid of me whenever you're like available, fine. Like euthanasia if possible, but if not, then like nursing home. Mostly because I want to be out of your way as soon as possible, and euthanasia is like the fastest method. And then like obviously nursing home, or I don't really care because I'm not gonna be me anymore.
Yeah.
So at that point, I feel like I wouldn't care.
This also, there's so many topics here that are like interconnected to this. Is like, what is the value of visiting someone who has dementia, very progressed stage? Who are you seeing them? Whose benefit are you seeing them from? Is it for your own? So for example, sometimes my mum previously wants me to go see my grandma, who's like very progressed dementia. And I realize I'm not going to see my grandma for my grandma's sake. It's actually for my mum's sake. Does that make sense? Yeah. And also brings up the question of like, what is the value of a life?
Because I understand where your mum is coming from, because she feels like she's losing all definition of her identity of her mum.
Yes.
And by having a grandson meet the grandmum, for her it's a reinforcement that she's still my mum.
Yes.
Like, which is, I hate this. I'm crying. I hate dementia. Which is like,
I didn't think about that. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'm crying. Because
Cha-cha, you want to go to daddy? Go.
yeah, because she's like, you've lost a grandma, but she's lost a mum, right?
I didn't think of that. So me seeing my grandma revalidates my mum's. This like reminds my mum that.
This is still her mum.
And the question is that like dementia is like probably one of the scariest diseases alive. At like what stage is the person no longer who they are? And it's not, the line is not clear. It's like it's a very jagged fade. Yeah. Yeah. Chai, daddy needs you to emotionally support him right now and you just abandon him? Huh? To stretch?
I think it's like visiting the, for instance, let's say you've died and you have a cemetery. It's the same as like the whole family going to visit the cemetery. It's not for the dead person. It's a reminder that they lived and that they had an impact and that they were someone of significance. Like, for instance, because how much of it is like, a little bit of it I can still imagine as still like respect to, let's say, your grandma, because she did have a massive impact on the family, right? Like, I don't know, she helped argue to send your mum away to study abroad, and that's led to your life. So it's in part like still respect, stuff like that.
It's hard though.
It's hard.
Yeah, because I remember when one of my uncles passed away, and I went to the funeral. And I think this generally, obviously, the best you can do is like visit people when they're alive. But what's the value of visiting them when they're gone?
And with dementia, you do feel like the person is in some ways gone.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Not.
So make sure you call your parents, call your mum, visit your grandparents, cause yes, that's where my biggest fear is the loss of sense of self, which is Alzheimer's dementia. And every single time I think about the topic, I tear up because I'm feeling the empathy of like losing all of sense of who I am, and that's really, actually, I don't know. It's scary. Is it scary, or do I just get sad? I think I get sad because who are you if you're not the memory? Because you are the memories that you have of yourself.
Yeah, who are you if not for your memories and like your mental cognition?
Because your
like
memories shape who you are.
Late stage Alzheimer's, you're almost like a shell that functions.
In some ways, yeah, you are just a body that is moving on its own without memories. Certain memories, most memories.
Yeah. And this like makes me question what is the value of life. Not necessarily what is the value of life, but what makes a life. I'll use the word a good life. I don't think it's money. Like you talked about memories, legacy. And maybe the better answer is that what is a good life is going to differ by person to person. Like for me, having lived a good life is like playing with Chai some days. Getting to see her cute, squishy face.
For me, mine relates to when we previously talked about the impact. That's, for me, is the meaning of a good life. And it can be something as small as making really good food, or making a good coffee for me. Doesn't have to be like massive impact. Some people's can be like, I want to do a billion-dollar company, have a meaningful impact, and be remembered. Like Steve Jobs, even though everyone's already forgotten about him. Like Steve Jobs, that's fine. Everyone has ambitions, but find your own meaning. It doesn't have to be massive because everyone can have an impact, and it's like a community and society or human race is just humans doing a little part each. It's like the ant. There are billions of ants, more ants than, I was going to say grains of sand, but that makes no sense. There are more ants than humans, like thousands or whatever times over. And they just do one little part, and they have the biggest, their ants are the biggest species on Earth or something, isn't it? Something like that. I don't know. It's something like that. And they just work together. Just one little part each. I think, yeah, everyone has their own meaning. Mine is the impact I have on the people around me. And it doesn't have to be big. I don't really have like massive ambitions.
You have a big impact on my life. You're a real pain. Does that mean if you're more annoying, that's a good impact? So the more annoying you are, the more fulfilling of a life you've lived.
For me, I think it's like the more sad. If I die, the more sad people are is what I want.
I don't want you to be sad at all.
You guys better cry when I die. I'll be upset and I'll come and haunt you.
I'll miss you.
I miss you too.
But that's okay. We're not dead yet. That's why we need to live more. What is it? Viva la vie or something? What is it? Viva la vida. I don't know. What does viva la vida mean? I don't know.
Viva la vida loca.
I don't know. Okay, I'll cut the M, seize the day.
Viva la vida loca.
Sorry, so you don't want me to put, just to confirm, just because I literally...
What is your meaning of...
Wait.
You're jumping again.
In 2 seconds, I'll come back to that. But you don't want me to put you in a cemetery. You want me to turn you into something.
Yeah, burn me and make something fun.
Oh my God. Now this is going to be like... But that's so much stress. What do I turn you into? I don't want to turn you into a cup or something. Then if I drop the cup, you're broken. Okay, hypothetical question, but just in case. Let's say I turn you into an art piece, right? And then the house burns down. What do you want me to do then?
It's fine, just leave it. What do you mean? You've done what you can.
Oh, okay.
What?
I just want to make sure I fulfill your final wish. Okay. How extreme do I need to protect that piece of art?
Just do whatever you want.
No, but it's like your final wish is important to me.
Just turn me into like an hourglass or something.
Oh my goodness, an hourglass. That's kind of cool. Actually, that's an hourglass. Okay, cool. What is my meaning of life? What was your answer again?
The impact that I have on others or the world or...
I'm not so sure on what the meaning of life
Was that the question?
is. What does life mean to you? Is that the question you answered?
I can't remember what the original question was. Why did I answer that? This is what we get for jumping, guys.
This is one guy with confirmed ADHD and one guy with some ADHD traits talking. But my meaning of life is just...
I think how it relates is the original question of you would rather make new memories, right? So that's where it relates to. Your meaning of life is the new memories that you make, right?
Oh, yes, 100%. I think life, this is so cliche, everyone says it's about the journey, not the destination. But the older I get, I think I realize that you always have another goal that you're working towards. You hit that goal and then you're on to the next one. And it's a perpetual cycle. So you really need to try and live more in the moment. Which I think maybe with my ADHD, I'm not good at doing. I'm always thinking about something and I'm not very present. Does that make sense?
I feel like you're more present than most.
Am I? How?
Because as the thoughts come, you're entertaining them. So that means you're...
But I'm thinking of other things. Like I'm brushing my teeth. I'm not being like, oh, I'm brushing my teeth this morning. I'm like thinking about 50 different things. Like I'm thinking about, oh, I need to get to gym by this time, blah, 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 blah. Makes sense?
Unsure. To me, that's still being more present than
So what is not
shelving
present?
shelving it and not thinking about it. Like most people, when they have a thought that they don't want to think about, they can just shelf. Whereas you think about it,
I don't know. What do typical people do? Do they just not have
they just
the
like
thought?
shove it away, compartmentalize, hide it.
Do you think the thought comes up and they
And then-
compartmentalize it?
Depending on the thought.
Oh,
And
I just
then-
thought neurotypical, because when I'm on my ADHD meds, which people say is like being a neurotypical person, you just don't have the random thoughts. So that's what I thought neurotypical people are like. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
Because I feel your answer previously was you would rather choose be able to make new memories, and I feel that the meaning of life to you is the ability to make memories. That's your meaning.
ability to life is the ability to make new memories. And I think that's why I keep living, actually, for new experiences.
Mm.
And there was something that I read recently, which is like the pace at which as you get older, life feels like it moves faster and faster. Do you feel that? Like your perception of time of what a year is compared to like a year as a child?
Yeah, because I don't feel like we've been together for 3 years.
Correct.
Which is as long as my previous relationship-ish.
So I'm not sure if you can call it research, but they said that because you stop having new experiences, and again, what we talked about previously, that your brain is wired to see patterns for like to reduce mental load. So everything just becomes a pattern. Like the workday becomes a pattern.
You're
As a
stuck on
kid,
autopilot.
yeah, correct. As a kid, you're like, oh my God, green color thing, tree. Oh, what is this? And then you keep seeing more and more new things. But as you get older, that doesn't happen. So that's why everything feels like it.
Yeah. How often do you think
Gets
about
faster.
that tree outside? Zero. When
Because
you're
every
a kid,
tree, you're like, oh, this is a tree. Yeah.
What I also feel is that it's also maybe it's pattern, but also is a sense of scale. 1 year when you're 50 is a 50th. 1 year when you're 10 is a 10th of your life.
Yeah, correct. 100%.
Can you imagine that? When you're 10, another year is a 10th of your life.
Yeah, correct. 100%. It's the sense of it's the scale. Another year now that we're like 30 doesn't feel like much.
And then, or if you're 50, it doesn't feel as much. You're like, oh.
51. Yeah, so I think
52.
new experiences is what I live for, is my point. And I think this is actually a good reminder to try and squeeze more in. Sometimes you feel tired and don't want to do them, but doing them is what makes life.
Squeeze more in, but do new things, unique things, right?
Yes.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Like go to that place that you have never been to before to create new memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, I think, in contrast to what you said earlier, where the older you get, the less change you want. So you want things that are familiar.
Which is why everything is on autopilot.
Yeah. So
because it's easier for you to think about.
Yeah.
But another thing that I think a psychiatry tactic is the things that usually scare you the most, you need to analyze whether you should be running from them or actually embracing them. Because what your body is, for example, like trauma, your body or mind, you might react in a certain way due to certain stimulus, but maybe you should fight that reaction because that reaction was there to like protect you from something, like instinctive response to fear. For instance, like flooding is the biggest example. Flooding is the psychology trick of how to get over phobia. For instance, let's say you have a phobia of spiders. Flooding is putting you in a room full of spiders for like a minute, and then usually there is a certain result of people getting over that fear because they're in the room of spiders and nothing happens. So I think my ending
point.
My point is very similar to what you said. Do things that are outside your pattern analyze whether how you're reacting to something or doing something is the best way to do it, or just try new things.
And
Make new memories.
Make new memories. And I guess random side tangent, I think that's why I like having a partner. That's why I enjoy having you. One, very intellectual conversations I really enjoy. But two, I think you push me towards things that I don't naturally gravitate towards myself. Like, remember when you met me and I would always eat at the same few restaurants? That's why I'm like, maybe I have a bit of like the tism traits.
But also that just might be a learnt response.
It just felt very safe.
It's a learnt response, right?
It is, correct.
Because your family is very, that kind of like conservative. So it's just been passed down.
Don't try any restaurant, might be bad. Okay, you're wondering too much. You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna start barking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that wraps.
No more
guys.
thoughts,
Make
no
sure
more
to
questions.
make new memories. Because that's what makes life worth living.
And discuss, if you haven't, life planning, death planning.
Dementia, Alzheimer's planning.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching to the end of this video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. He forgot his line. If there's anything you guys want us to talk about, please leave it in the comments below.